Proceed. And also everything's locked but Rufus's route. Okay, they just give you the name. I guess it's spoilers from here on out. I'm so shocked that I never learned who he was from a spoiler. I guess no one plays these games.
時間通りだったな。
ああ、お客ら。
Jingo? What a
ライ
hero.
ンバリの新規輸送サービス、高速艇アルゴー号のご利用。
Did you leave your dog manning the shop?
子供が操縦してる。
大丈夫かこの飛行艇。
一応許可証は持ってるぞ。つうか、あんたらに言われてもな。保護者同伴でピクニックに行くガキ集団にしか見えねえぞ。見えてるかも。しかし保護者の方には驚いたぞ。まさか正体不明のお客が実はあのルーファス元
Yeah, so she was fine just doing business with a random terrorist.
ああ、今はルーファス新総統だっけ。
やれやれ。先ほどリーン君たちにも言ったが、新総統は私ではない。それって。
ねえねえ、ルーファスって何？つまりこの人は本当は C じゃなくてルーファスって言うんだよ。ルーファス。
I'm just gonna score it.
C より可愛い。85点。
It's not that good.
スーちゃんより高得点だね。
だから基準がわからん。
みんな知ってるってことはルーファス有名人なの？超有名人だよ。
Infamous
帝国
almost.
四大名門の一つアルバレア家の長男にして測量時代のクロスベル初代総督。前の大戦では宰相と皇太子と一緒に戦争を先導して終戦後はその責任を問われて逮捕された。他にもいろいろ面白い噂があるけど一般的にはそのくらいかな。へえ、やっぱりナディアはいろんなことを知ってるね。
そういう担当ということかね。
まあね。
ナーディアのやつ、また変な挑発をしてないといいが。
And was apparently not done making a name for himself. Because 3 days ago, he busted himself out of jail so he could lead a load of black-clad soldiers into Crossbelt and occupy it again. Then he declared himself the new supreme leader and claimed he was carrying on the late Chancellor Osborne's will. And you're saying that wasn't you? Yeah, hang on, you were in Crossbelt yesterday and at noon today making statements. When do you have time to go to Heimdall? I mean, he couldn't have been at this crossbow like you said. He's been with us the entirety of today and yesterday. Then that means there are two Rufus Alvarius. This evil clone. This unknown evil twin separated at birth. Okay, even if Crossbows mistakes the other guy for the real deal, your brother would be able to tell the difference. Can't say I even care, I'm just in it for the money. Speaking of, I thought the Erebonian government seized all your assets. How are you gonna pay your fare? I've long kept my assets spread out in the event something like this were to happen, but the government seizes a mere fraction of what I own. They really do prepare for anything, huh? I was worried we were duped into doing charity work for a sec. I mean, you had no way of knowing either way. So this guy looks trustworthy. Well, we've come this far. I think it's about time to start filling in the blanks. About what exactly? You. We don't plan to call things off just because we know who you are now, but you've got to admit that you're not an average guy, and that means being around you But yeah, that means being around you is a huge risk on our part. I think you owe us a more thorough explanation of what you were up to before we met and what you're after now. It's the least you can do if we're going to keep working together. Very well. I'd intended to do as much from the very beginning, anyway. You'll have to understand the full scale of our situation before we advance to the next stage. It began late at night on March 14th, when Auroch's fort in the Krusen province fell under attack. This was the work of the Ailment Defense Force, who were there to aid the crossbow division of the Imperial Defense Force in their escape. Upon freeing the IDF from their underground cells, they continued on to another cell in that same fort, Rufus Alvarez. Yet their aim was not to free their former leader, but to kill him. And they failed, because they're jobbers, they're huge jobbers. They extracted a wealth of information, even if their knowledge lacked the finer details. They had abducted Prince Olivert, who would be executing a major operation in less than 24 hours. He also learned of a small suitcase that the EDF wished to find with great urgency. Then Rufus resolved to escape to better assess the situation at hand. The next day, March 15th, was no less eventful. An imposter using Rufus's name and face stormed Crossbow's signing ceremony and declared it occupied once more. The information paired with intelligence suggested trouble brewing in Heimdall. The information helped the other Rufus ascertain that Heimdall was in trouble, and he made a statement claiming that the Prince's abduction was its own work to lure Class 7 to the Imperial capital, and following that he set his sights on Auroch's Canyon to take the case that the EDF was after. Okay. All the stuff we've seen before. You know the rest. Wow, you've been a busy boy. Lived in a cell for half a year. Had plenty of pent-up energy eager to be spent. It's clear that the actions of the EDF and my other self were planned to the letter. I imagine a multitude of events these past months have been part of their grand scheme, not just their recent attack on the city. The post-war occupation. The occupiers elected to ignore my calls to surrender, and even the city's liberation a month ago. So you being around is going to be a big pain. You think it's possible you being locked up in the same place as the EDF was intentional? I would assume so. Everything about it right down to my assassination attempt. And that in itself was just a small part of something much greater. You would think they would try harder to get the assassination part done right. What are you planning to do about it? Like, this guy is pretty broken. You sound like you've got a pretty good idea of what you're up against. But what does the real Rufus want? I have two goals. The first is to eliminate my imposter. And the second is to settle a past debt. Crossbow's current status traces its origins to the war that ended not long ago. I, the primary member of the Ironbloods, was one of two who led the charge in that war, the other being the very man who I revered as a father, the late Chancellor. Having made this mess, it falls to me to clean it up. Let's just say, having made this mess. The Ironbloods are an awful loyal bunch. I also feel a certain degree of responsibility toward Crossbow as its former Governor-General. So you want to fix the situation in Crossbow and Rebellion. What would be the end result? Yes. You know, that's a lot to expect for people to pull off. That's why I never specified it being us to achieve the end result. There's no reason it has to be us who faces our enemies. Confronting evil and overcoming it with heart and willpower is best suited to heroes, not villains like myself. So that's why he lured the Ream Crossbow party and everyone at the SSS. No need to imitate what they have perfected. Works for me, doesn't feel like our style. What we can do is learn the truth behind these mirrored occurrences in our own way. And we can start with a very valuable clue we happen to have in our possession. What is it? Why are you staring at me? You're so cute we can't help ourselves. So who was their employer in the first place? To be admired as the destiny of a masterpiece. Gaze upon me to your heart's content. Really, she doesn't remember anything. Any plans for tackling that one? I just so happen to have a question for you two regarding that very issue. George Rosenberg was her manufacturer and the man who requested that she be delivered to me? Oh, right. I think they did say that. Technically. Does that mean that it wasn't actually? Now that our work in Heimdall is done, I was hoping to visit him in person. But your hesitant response tells me that may not be possible. Has something befallen him? No, he's fine. It's just not much would be gained by going to see him. He's the one who gave us the job, but he specified that he was just an intermediary. My guess is that whoever had him give us the jobs is also the one who got him to make her. Mainly because he didn't seem to know much more than we do right now. See, then our only choice is to aid her in recovering her memories after all. I assume you don't know where you were originally crafted? I wish I did, but I'm afraid not. I've got a place we can start at least. George didn't directly deliver the case to us. He said to pick it up from the Moon Temple. Oh, so that's why they said that we're heading over there, in the Crossbow side story. He must have hidden it there before hightailing it out of Crossbow. It'd be a safe bet to say she was made there or close to there. Almost certainly the Rosenberg studio on the main mountain path, then. That's about right. We passed it on the way to the temple, but didn't go inside. Best decision. If the Meister hid the case elsewhere, then the studio has been compromised in some manner, I'm sure. Still don't know if her memory loss was unintended or deliberate, but danger or no, it's possible that we'll find something to ease her current predicament. Do we know where we're going then? Of course, our course was always going to lead to Crossbow. I mean, it's apt, we may as well go now. But how are we going to get in when the borders are so well protected? Fear not, for I have a plan, but it will require some preparation. I'll need your participation in order for it to work, but the details can wait. For now, rest well, children. I'm feeling sad that I tried to summarize that cutscene earlier, and I just couldn't put a sentence together. I was getting so sleepy while they talked, but I feel wide awake now. Perhaps I'll tour the ship and see what everyone is up to. Oh, that's cute. So many character notes. How do I open them again? I guess we got all of them for Ellie. That makes me kind of sad. We had so many of them. The moment Ellie is saved, she turns against Risha, revealing that she's the one behind a bewitching dance that hypnotizes all. How rude. How awful. Hey Lapis, is she asleep? There is. That's a shame, I wanted to play with her. Sorry to disappoint, just let her rest, okay? She always wants to sleep, so today's been a long, rough one for her. Does she normally sleep a lot? That's an understatement. She spends most of our days off out like a light. She's even fallen asleep in the middle of combat. Has she ever been to a doctor to fix it? Oh no, she's not sick, just very laid back. It makes life a real pain sometimes though, let me tell you. I feel there's probably a reason for this. But she's my partner, and there's no one else I'd rather depend on when it counts. Besides, I swore to protect her in her brother's place. Her brother, huh? Are you and her brother different or the same? I'm finding it hard to wrap my mind around the idea of siblings. Let me put it like this. How would you feel if George Rosenberg were to make another doll exactly like you? If they were exactly like me, then they would be perfect. The world being blessed with more perfect things to admire is a good thing. More perfect good. What if that other doll wasn't as cute, pretty, strong, or emotive as you are? What if others called him a failure? There isn't any such thing as a Rosenberg that's also a failure. But if by chance that were to happen, I'd be very annoyed to hear others speaking of them that way. There you go then, that's how siblings are. Do you think Rufus would be annoyed if he heard something like that about his brother? That's who the boy we saw before is, right? Beats me, I don't know the first thing about what goes on in that guy's head. It's a mystery. Yeah. You try to get some rest while we have the chance, assuming dolls need rest anyway. Okay, thank you. Now, should I take it slow until you... Oh. Nadia's dreams sure are colorful. Give me a bedtime story. Tell me about your swords. They're cool. I like the way you can take them apart and put them back together. When they're apart, I mark my targets to hit them dead on without a problem. Then I put them together so I can really lay into them for a ton of damage. They're more like special ornaments than weapons if you want to be nitpicky about it. Okay.
兄弟か。私にもいたりするのかな。
Ah. I actually wonder if she was made for... Actually, no. I wonder if she was made by Maribel. Or for Maribel. Or if she was involved in any way, since she actually doesn't have the spooky, haunted dolls. And she loves the Rosenberg ones. If it isn't my littlest customer, you want something? I just felt the urge to tour the ship. You're hardly big. I'm so big than you. I haven't introduced myself, have I? The name's Jingo. If there's anything you want your hands on, just give me a holler. Lapis. By the way, you've got doll joints. I sure do. I'm a doll. Really, the world's full of surprises. You don't look surprised to me. When you're in my line of work, you meet all kinds of folks. You're not the first unusual customer I've had. I'm not? Your job sounds very interesting. You know what else would be interesting? Mods. Do you want a Gatling gun in your arm? Or eyes that shoot lasers? I'll give you a pretty discount. You can do that? It'd be worth a shot. It would be interesting, but none of it sounds as beautiful as my current design, so I kindly pass. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Okay. What are you teaching this dog? Being the strongest guard all around. So far I've had him help with the cleaning and run my shop, but today he's getting pointers on flying this way. Okay. Cerberus is multi-talented. He's gotta be able to navigate anything life throws at him, and that includes steering a wheel. That includes a steering wheel. Okay then, first I need you to plop yourself on top of my seat. Wait, is this gonna work? I guess as long as your front paws can reach the wheel, it's all good. You can do this, Cerberus. Good boy. Holy shit. Hang on a minute. I wasn't going to butt in at first, but I can't keep my mouth shut after what I just heard. Oh yeah, what's that? Maybe the whole idea of trying to teach a dog to fly this airship? So now hearing what the problem is. How's he supposed to learn if he doesn't take the wheel? Oh, that is a problem. You're trying to make a dog transcend the limits of the canine species. You're the first person that's ever had a problem with it, Swin. Come on, now you're just exaggerating, but you're welcome to tune in on his lesson if you want. A part of it makes you think... I just had a dream where the whole airship flew out of the sky. Where are you, S? Comfort me. Anyway, we're paying for this flight, so if you want to attempt the impossible, do it on your own time. We'd like to live for the landing, if you please. Fine, you're one tough customer.
ケルベロスは可愛いわね。
Get a bit of some.
後で撫でさせてもらおうかな。
Bork, bork. Bork. You're trying to say that I'm adorable, aren't you? Well, of course I am. I'm a Rosenberg doll. But don't worry, you're adorable too. I guess technically there are a shit ton of animals in this setting that can communicate with humans and have like a real conversation. How much could you upgrade if I really asked you to? Can't say without getting my hands dirty, but I bet if you really wanted to, we could probably get all your parts swapped out. Guess we'd have to call in a specialist, though, on account of how obviously, well, special you are. If I exchanged my parts, would I still be me afterwards? Don't be silly, it'd take a lot more than changing out some nuts and bolts for you to turn into something different. What if we took out a lot of parts? What if I asked you to replace everything and there wasn't a single piece of it? Okay, sure, We can't miss the chance to bring up... Oh no, I forgot the name of the hero. What's his name's ship? You're the wrong gal for this kind of conversation. At the end of the day, does it really matter? I don't know. That's what I want to figure out. I kind of want to look it up now. When I'm streaming, I forget a million words a second. A million random facts. Taking the night air? Ah, the ship of Theseus. I forgot the name. That one thought experiment. The one that always gets extended to people because our cells get exchanged as we live our lives. So technically none of the parts that compose us at the start of our lives are the same later on. Aku.
自分の目的のために何でも利用してきた。地位も名声も人の心も騎士道精神と貴族の矜持は効率の前に捨て去り、道徳にも命にもさしたる価値を感じない。
それは今も？
ああ、今もだ。現に目的のために君を利用している。スウィン君にナディア君のことも、それに先ほど帝都であった弟とその仲間たちもね。
それは確かに悪いこと。ルーファスはとても悪い人ね。
とっても悪い。
理解したようで何より。それで君はどうするつもりかね。
どうもしないよ。
なるほど。人形には善悪の区別はないということかな。
違うよ。ルーファスは私に責めてほしいの？それとも慰めてほしいの？
まさか。
じゃあどうもしない。ルーファスが有名人でも大貴族でも極悪人でもテロリストでもルーファスはルーファスだよ。
君の目には一体人間はどう映っているのかね。
人間が何なのか私にはまだよくわからない。
He was literally born yesterday.
善
Come
も
on.
悪も羊も生い立ちも何をしても何をしなくても何を持っていても何を持っていなくてもその人はその人だよ。理由なんていらないし誰が認めても誰が認めなくてもそこは変わらない。
まるで超越しているような考え方だな。それとも機械知性ゆえの客観性かな。
わからないよそんなこと。だってそれが人間でしょ。
かもな。
だからルーファスはルーファスだよ。
かもな。私はいつからだろうか、自分の人生に意味を探し始めたのは、不義の生まれとして生を受け、それを知りながらも実子とした父、一方で実の息子でありながら平民の血が流れているというだけで遠ざけられた弟。それを知った時に理解した。私は私ではなく、ただの記号として公爵家を飾っているだけだと。ああ、なんと醜く、なんと耐え難い。自分はそんなくだらないもののためにここに存在しているのか。認めない。認めるわけにはいかない。 だが否定しようとしてふと気づいた。だったら私は一体何のためにここに。そんな時だった。彼に出会ったのは、人は自分に欠けているものを探し求めるというが、ならば私はまさに
Someone to
真
give
の
him
父というものを
new purpose.
彼に求めていたのだろう。いつか父を乗り越える。そうなって初めて私は自分の存在意義を見つけられる。そんな確信があった。後の人生はただそれだけを目標としてきた。どんな努力もしてきたし、どんな手段も厭わなかった。
You sure chose an awful person to emulate, huh?
届かなかった。勝利できる条件を多くかき集め、確実な道筋を必死に組み立て、その上で無様に敗北した。不遇な環境にいながら、それでも正しく強く成長した弟とその仲間たちに、正直羨ましかった。所詮偽物の自分は本物にはなれず、本物の何かを手に入れることもできないということだ。笑ってしまう。結局私はなぜここにいて、何のために生き、そして何者なんだろ
ルーファスはルーファスだよ。何をしても何をしなくても、何を
Looks like the main problem is that he looked for his purpose in others.
その人はその人だよ。だってそれが人間でしょ。
たわごとだな。こんなところでは寝ないのではなかったかね。人形に風邪をひく機能があるかどうかはわからないが、今宵の星見はここまでとしよう。
I guess they just gave us his entire motivations for everything he did in Cold Steel. I'm just thinking, you know, if he'd had reacted with like outrage at what his father expected him to be, or found a way to be that, or found a way to be sort of himself without feeling that weight, without having to emulate someone else. I don't know, it seems like he was just weak in the end. Make a landing. I don't imagine we're just gonna stop at the airport, are we? It's like, yo, here come the terrorists from wherever. Oh, actually, maybe they can pass off as the Supreme General. Halt, are you authorized to be here? I would hope so. I forgot who he was for a second. When did he grow out his hair? Your Excellency. What is the meaning of this? You stand in the presence of our supreme leader. We informed you in advance of our arrival. Or were you not ready and waiting? Our deepest apologies. There's no need to be quite so harsh. These are good men. This airport has only been under their jurisdiction for a few days. It takes time to adjust to new responsibilities. You are merciful, Your Excellency. We will ready a car for you at once. No need, have arranged for one personally, so remain here and continue your duties. Yes, Kaka. Can't believe that's the way to say Your Excellency. What a bizarre experience. Not everyone gets to be their own imposter. It's hilarious. Good on you for thinking it up, boss. Well, I wasn't lying about them being good. It won't be long before they learn the truth from their superiors and come after us. We shouldn't remain in this city any longer than it's needed. Okay, that's bold to just show up in the middle of the city. Would it have been more dangerous to stop somewhere else? Like, they have a whole country. They got a whole country to hang out, and I don't know why they chose the airport. Do they actually need to be in the city? Alright, I got the stuff from Jingo. What is it? A farewell gift, apparently. I thought they were going to custom... Oh, we got fishing from them. I thought we were going to the Moon Temple. Sweet, Nadia can now fish. And Rufus is in stealth mode. Oh, he's not allowed to talk to people. So does that mean that everyone has a different... Oh, no, not necessarily. They can just say the same things.
よし
行くよ。
私の番だよし
Are we allowed to go in here? The front entrance is locked. I think I tried like going down into the geofront and the game didn't let me, so...
それでどこから調べるの？あっちの行政区ってところに行ってみる？そっちは新総統が出入りしてそう。でも逆にいい情報が得られるかもね。
情報収集は時に大胆にかさすがによくわかっている。
I guess it is just telling us where to go. But rather than do that, before that we can buy... Okay, if you didn't buy this with Lloyd, you can buy it here. Though the inventory still aren't put together. You can also buy the Moonless Morn. I'm pretty sure I got those with Lloyd's party, so I'm not going to buy them again. They should be new. Crossbow unified under a new system. It's time for a reading stream. We're back. We're back at it again, newspapers. 4 days have passed since the signing ceremony. In that time, Crossbow's political situation has shifted dramatically. Communication of goods remain disrupted. We at Crossbow Times like to take this opportunity to better inform readers about what is happening under using information as verifiably accurate as possible under current conditions. I wonder if... Oh, how do I move this? Okay. I wonder if the new government just took over the media again. After declaring the establishment of the United Nation of Crossbow at the signing ceremony, a new government has assumed control of the region. The effort is led by Supreme Leader, Rufus Alberia, who is now a party member and is an evil clone actually, who previously occupied the seat of Governor General for 2 years. His sudden reemergence came as a shock, as well as some other figures under his leadership. Chief among them is Theodore Croix, the previous mayor / president, and Garcia Rossi, mercenary / underling of a mafia syndicate. Oh, Ilya Platier is just... They just revealed the name there, huh? Dressed in something far more sinister than her usual Arkansas attire. I thought they would have her as a mysterious dancer, but... There's also one other guy. I guess they just straight up aren't mentioning him. That might be like the real mastermind behind all these clones, if they are clones. Like half of them might be possessed. Who knows? I don't think they're actually turned evil at this point. Legislature suspended. The new government announced that it would be officially suspending the authority of the provincial legislature, arguing that with over half its members missing, including Speaker McDowell, the body effectively could not function. Okay, so now all the power is held by the Supreme Leader. The Crossbow Police and Guardian Force were also suspended on a semi-permanent basis. I guess they did bring troops, so they don't actually need the peacekeeping officers that were existing in the region. Yeah, the new administration is in effective control of Crossbow for all intents and purposes. As of the signing ceremony, the entirety of Crossbow remains on high alert. The institutions, as well as St. Ursula's Medical College, continue to operate. Michelin is close to the public. The Alban Defense Force was stationed across the region, as was the new mechs, ominously. I guess they're letting them write whatever they want. If they're calling their soldiers ominous and not pinnacles of technology or whatever. According to the government's public relations department, the EDF is its most elite unit. Members are highly trained and outfitted with the latest equipment to perform their duties. The Helm Lord is the latest mech model. Fastest super power output, it's super strong. Okay, sure. Okay, it looks like the Guardian Force is again being a rebel army. Though some crossbones have criticized the way in which the United Nations government took power, a surprising majority appear to accept the new administration because of the weird cursed stink lines. The turmoil that was expected to arise as a result of the dramatic takeover has been better contained than initially anticipated. Furthermore, the state of alert remains in effect. Communications blackout continues to be enforced across the entire region, making it impossible to ascertain the current state of affairs in the outside world. One of our reporters who left Crossbow immediately prior to the signing ceremony is believed to be still carrying out her journalistic duties from abroad. Oh, I guess that would be Grace. Once we manage to re-establish contact with her, we'll be sure to give our readers the latest news about what's happening internationally. The support section remains missing after they got blown up by the unwinnable boss fight at the beginning of the game. The Crossbow attempts will report on their movements as such information becomes available. Now. Well, we bought what we wanted from here. Should I bother trying to go into the SSS building? That might be cute. I was gonna talk to Wendy, I think. Not often we have kids your age coming by themselves. It's between you and me. If you're the good kids I think you are, you should stay home where it's safe right now. I don't know what the deal is with that Rufus guy's speeches they keep playing on the monitor cars around down. Is he around town or around down? That's weird. But they seem to be brainwashing people into following his every word. Okay. So they got brainwashing TV stands. Cool. Try going to the SSS building. Maybe Rufus has something to say about it. This is precisely. And seeing as it appears to be vacant, we'd best be on our way. Okay, let's see, what else is unmissable that we should take a look at? Could be something in West Street. Just refuse to go to the administrative district. Where are the kids? You have to gather food. Helps us against the Supreme Leader's whole thing, but suddenly he changed his mind out of nowhere. My brother did the same thing. Could it be, brainwashing? Mommy and Daddy have been acting weird too. Are we gonna start acting like that? Let's just avoid the TVs, I guess. Television will rot your brain. Oh no. I hope and pray with all my heart that the United Nation of Crossbow will become a tranquil country. This must be the brainwashing at work. It's taken a hold of so much of the populace. I can't believe it. Bennett's been taken over. Oh, we can get a recipe. Devil's Food Cornet. Promise you'll like what you see. It's our bread and butter, literally. Everyone needs good food to keep their spirits up, especially at times like these. Oscar looks to still be in his right mind. Can't believe we've lost. Can't believe we've lost Bennett. Bennett's been blathering some real nonsense lately too. Makes me wonder what's gotten into her. I'm sad. Well, that's that. Let me check the... Oh, I guess I don't care. I wanted to check the Grimwood Law Office. I guess now it's just an abandoned building. Abandoned Law Office. In the East Street, we can go to Nain Valley and the Fisherman's Guild to get some stuff. You folks look like you'd have some pretty interesting stories. You and your panties in a vice, I'm not gonna pry. I've got enough going on in my life. You four can have a look around. Did she say 4? Get up, LP. Who do you think you're fooling? I almost feel bad for you. I've got X-ray eye vision or something. If that was your idea of being subtle, then I don't see you getting very far. This is Nain Valley's main store. Jingo would be her daughter. Nain Valley is one of a few businesses that caught my attention as Governor General. It certainly seems to have its uses. Yet here you are, still covering your rear end. You're a real piece of work. What are you guys talking about? Either buy something or get out. Let's see. Aha. There's a recipe. Manly munchies, pancakes. Well, I think you could get it with Reen, actually. Oh, who cares? Or maybe I did miss it. There's one enormous picture of a fish, but what exactly is it? And why do they have it hanging here like it's such a big deal? Must be what they call a fish print. It is pretty impressive to look at, I've gotta admit. It's essentially a way to leave an imprint of a fish you caught on paper. It's the first time seeing one up close as well. Given its prominence, I think it's safe to assume this must be a fishing shop. Didn't you guys just start learning how to fish? I never realized it was possible to catch fish this big. How cool! Do you think I could learn how to fish? Pretty tiny, LP. Some of those big catches might give you a hard time out there. I mean, he's also just swinging around a massive axe, so she might be heavier than she looks. Fisherman's Guild's not in active operation, okay. All of our members got separated. Okay. Also, we'll be able to buy some fishing gear here. Unindoctrinated civilians appear to be few and far between these days. The more we can use that to our advantage, the better. I'm so sad that Bennett is done for. Almost everyone has been welcoming those EDF goons with open arms. What's going on here? That only makes it easier for them to focus on catching rebels that fled the city. Getting back in the city was no easy feat, let me tell you. I'm worried about how the other members are holding up. They could be anywhere. Okay, give me that fishing stuff. Thank you. Now, I wonder what they did to the Bracer Guild, actually. That figures. Notice of suspending operations. Crossbow branch will be temporarily closed until further notice. I figured it'd be closed. As did I. I'm sure its members will still be keeping themselves plenty occupied, however. Fighting the good fight. Okay. What's next? We could try the Long Out Tavern. I can't imagine there's actually anything in there, but we could still look into it.
なんだかいい匂い。こっちの屋台のお菓子も美味しそう。
聞き込みは君たちが要だ。彼女からも目を離さないように。
頼んだよ、スーちゃん。
おい。
Oh, Shang, are you indoctrinated as well? The United Nation of Crossbow. I don't hate it. Okay, he's gone as well. There are lots of interesting customers in the city, and that makes it worthwhile to keep cooking up new dishes. Most importantly, Shan smiles more than ever since we moved here. She's made good friends. Which is precisely why Crossbow should become the strongest nation on the continent under the Supreme Leader. Damn. I wonder what's gotten into the owner. Yeah, and Shan is in Armorica village. And she's also kind of cursed for some reason. It's all gone wrong. Alright, let's go to the harbor district. I think I can do some fishing while I'm there. Oh man, that new fishing gear really worked. That's a new one. I don't suppose we're allowed to go into the IBC building, right? Oh yeah. They definitely got some mechs standing guard. The new one looks pretty cool compared to the previous one. The one from Cold Steel, the evil mechs, look really lame by comparison to with the regular mechs. Okay, looks like Grace did just step out of the office. Hi Rex, are you still a perv? Ellie McDowell is staying in Armorica with a few other allies. Speaker McDowell is there and doing well. He should make a full recovery. That's a relief. I wish we could report any of this, but the damn Ebon Defense Force is breathing down our necks. It's like we're under Imperial rule again. Worse, actually, with everyone acting out of their minds. I'm sick and tired of shelving my article about Crossbow becoming independent. I got the same sense even from all the way in Armorica. And it's how badly Rufus Alberia has the people wrapped up around his finger. Hard to ignore how the similarity to what the curse was doing to people last year. Okay, they just added how accidentally. Hard to ignore the similarity to what the curse was doing to people last year. I bet Ween would have a few answers. Thanks for dropping by, Rex. It was good to talk with someone who still has their head on their shoulders. No problem, I'm your man. I guess Rex is actually being serious for once. Still not allowed to go up there. It looks so fun up there! Stare longingly up the staircase. Alas, got other places to be. Where's Rhines? Oh no. Can't believe Rhines is also done. Anyway, administrative district. Gasp. From a distance, he really does look exactly like our Rufus, other than his haircut. I struggle to tell them apart. Is her cover blown? Isn't he one of Hayua's top brass? We can't take any chances, we must move at once. I think we're good now. We should be able to get up to the entertainment district up ahead now. Is it just me or are there lots of people here? It isn't just you, we have to take proper precautions. No, don't look at the TVs! Wow, some crowd, huh? They must be watching whatever's on the screen. It's your fake, boss. Used to be a recording.
昨今の西ゼムリアは嘆かわしい状況の中にあると言えよう。ジュライとノーザンブリアでテロ行為が頻発し、一方でカルバードでも民族紛争の火種が残っている。
Those Calvarians are so racist.
大陸各地で人心がすさみ、安寧の日々はほど遠い。今こそ鉄血宰相ギリアス・オズボーンの思想を思い出す時なのだ。各地における数々の難題を解決できる唯一の手段、それは武力をもってのゼムリア大陸統一。統一政府による資源の分配と管理、それなくして真の平和は永遠に訪れることはない。私ルーファス・アルバレアは必ずや偉大なる鉄血宰相の後継者として二大国を含めた大陸諸国の統一を成し遂げよう。これは高級平和へと進むための人類の進歩と繁栄をかけた戦いである。今度こそ大陸を世界を一つにするのだ。各国には賛同と協力を求めるつもりだが、応じなければその傲慢の代償として裁きが下ることになるだろう。
This is just crazy. No two ways about it. And the boss is crazier for wanting to stop him. No two ways about it times two. I think that's a compliment. What's he talking about? Uniting as a whole? Forcing it through armed might is no better than terrorism. The channel's changed. It's time for the hypnosis. Look away. It's also the same dance. Now everyone's stinky. If we keep waiting for peace to happen, it will never come. Crossbow is the economic hub of Simuria. Our job is to lead and pave the way for the rest of the world. Every word Supreme Leader Rufus has said rings true. He's the very symbol of hope for our future. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, they also got... They should have looked away from the screen. Huh? Why are they all stinky? No, it's actually just a status ailment. Holy shit! It's our little angel of slaughter. So why aren't you just throwing it at random people? It's an AoE, just get them all at once. Look at all the dolls. It's LP as far as the eye can see. I think you to remember that I'm a Rosenberg doll. I'm a different league compared to those garden variety specimens.
その中にもローゼンベルク工房の人形があるわよ。
Really? You're right, this perfectly sculpted masterpiece is unmistakably Rosenberg. You have our thanks. Now, would you prefer Angel of Slaughter or Ren Bright?
どういたしまして、ルーク・オブ・ジェイドさん。あの総統さんは怪しい
ルーク・オブ・
と思って
ジェイド
いたけど、こういうことだったのね。
I've heard you were an astute one, and you do not disappoint. Someone you know? Not on a personal level, no. But we are familiar with one another's backgrounds.
こういう形であなたと会うのはさすがに予想外だったけど。それに、レンが会いたかったのはあの子の方よ。
You're associated with George Rosenberg, if I'm not mistaken. He is? He did a lot for me in the past. It's you're the same as us, then. My name's Ren Bright, and since fate has brought us together, what say we make the most of it? You're a friend of the Meister. I suppose we were bound to meet eventually. My name is Swen. I'm Nadia. Was just thinking the same thing. Okay. You totally have the same vibe. No, you don't. Well... Actually. In the worst ways, yeah. That'd be heartwarming if it wasn't borderline chilling. Incidentally, if I may ask, since you're aware of her existence, might you have heard something about her from the Meister? Not as much as you're likely hoping, I'm afraid. He contacted me a short while ago. All he mentioned is that she exists. He also asked me to help her if she ever needed it. You don't know anything about her background then? Afraid not, sorry to disappoint you. I like this piano. Then our objective remains unchanged. We should make for the Rosenberg studio. Oh, that's where you're headed? Then might I join you? I haven't been there for some time, but it seems to have been occupied by someone exceptionally unpleasant. I was thinking of giving the place a little spring cleaning, but it's a bit too much for me to handle alone. Then we would be glad to have you as our guide. I wonder what Jingo would say if she knew we'd picked up another kid to our picnicking group. Welcome to the Imperial Picnicking Front, Ren. It's not her name. Before we depart, there is one more thing we should confirm. Yeah, I don't want to run into trouble like we did earlier again. What the fuck happened earlier? They're mind controlling people. Sounds like nitpicking. It can be used across a wide area and the effects are cumulative. I was able to save you with Orbital Arts earlier because its effects hadn't fully set in yet. But the residents of Crossbow who have been exposed to it multiple times won't be as easy to save. Just keep casting Reverie. And the weapon bringing about this form of mind control is Ilya Platir's stamps? So it seems, although I still don't know exactly how it all works. But alas, now the fallen Sun Princess casts shadows over everyone's hearts like that of an eclipse. Why do you have to be so poetic about it? Regardless, I think we've established it is not something we're capable of countering at present. Let us be off. LP, time to mosey. Just a minute. Don't hurry up, we're gonna sell you to the shop. Then you'll be stuck in a display case, unable to move, just like those dolls. Why are you being so mean to her? There's the owner. This music.
これは奇妙な客じゃないかね。
Where do you put that on? I thought it was broken. I always carry a spare. Arrived at just the right time. I'm about to get going. Thank you for taking care of me these past few days. Think nothing of it, dearie. Are we headed up with these people then? That's right. Yes! Stars above! I see that old man made himself a new model. Oh. Just look at how expressive she is. Almost scares me. Yeah, she scares me too. Okay, this part of the song is much better. What are we talking? Gosh, now I'm tempted. Couldn't even think of selling me. You can drop the act now, Nadia. I'm afraid she's not for sale, ma'am. We still have need of her ourselves. I see, that is a shame. However, still stands. Sell your children when you are no longer in need of them. Time to make our way for the mine's mountain path. Someone is just in the party now, holy shit. Okay, she's not an evade monster. Strength and arts. Her arts are pretty fucking strong. Extra critical rate, extra range. That's her ornament. Titania. Recovers damage as EP, 3 turns of arts attack up, and speed up AT arts. What are her skills? I'm just basically figuring out who I want to replace for her. Okay, so this is a buff. I was thinking of replacing Nadia, but maybe it would be better to just replace Rufus. I think Swin is good as a physical attacker. He's got some evasion stuff on him too. Not enough to be noticeable though. Maybe later in the game we'll figure something out. Okay, let me see who... Sorry, let me see what I want for subquarts. Honestly, this might just be immediately the ideal choice. Like, you can do critical damage with arts. You know, switches. Okay, I think we're putting Rufus in the back line. Sateto. Okay. Right. Okay, looks like there's nothing more to do in the city proper, so let's head out. Path. I'm sad that they took out the residential district. We can't visit Ellie's house anymore. Following this path here will eventually take us to the one leading to the studio. There are monsters wandering around, but I think we can take our chances. Don't worry about me. I got this huge thing just took out of my ass. So neat! Wow, thank you. What a peculiar choice. Its simple design belies just how difficult it is to wield. I can use most weapons, sure, but this one has always had my heart. Because it's neat. Because it's perfect for slicing off heads. The more I get to know you, the more I think we're going to be the best of friends. I like it if you didn't bond over beheading. By the way, are any of you familiar with United Fronts? Okay, so now they get the tutorial on the stuff that every other party has been able to do for a while. Only those who shared a certain connection at the end of the Twilight can use it. I, however, am one of those people, so you might be able to pull it off as long as I'm around. I'm surprised Rufus can't do it. Well, I guess he doesn't know about the feature in the first place, so he does still need run around.
ラーちゃんが可愛すぎてつい許してラーちゃん
You're gonna confuse her.
そうだったら仕方ないわね許してあげるこの子ちょろすぎない
Oh, this is the lady... Isn't this the lady that sells juice? In the administrative district? Oh, this is the acerbic juice girl. Yeah, acerbic red soda. There's a recipe. Oops. Sorry, just reading the walkthrough to make sure I don't miss stuff. Hi, Cecile. Speaker's condition is stable now, so things at the clinic are much calmer. Oh, I decided to follow a photographer to town in hopes of helping here. Oh, she must have been with Rex. I see, you have my deepest gratitude. We have people here who are injured while fleeing from the city, and others who are suffering from malnutrition. We have basic healing supplements on hand and the like, but that can only get us so far. Why are people getting starved now? Oh, I thought that was an in character for a second. Isn't this Pete? Pete! We come all the way to the cathedral to take refuge. Something like that. We needed to buy food. Okay, I guess they're keeping people in the classroom. Wait, they got Michi and Michette over there? Let me go see them. Go see them? Holy crap. My name's Michi. I came here all the way from Michette Wonderland, and this here's my sister Michette. Make a wishy with Michi. Try.
いいわよ
Did these two seriously flee the city while wearing those costumes the entire time? Why bother? Was keeping up the act really worth all that hassle just so kids wouldn't catch him out of character? Duh, we're talking about a child's innocence here. Do you want them to be scared for life? Or scarred for life? I sympathize with the people behind the fur, but everyone's going to do their part to protect their characters. That's something coming from her, huh? Where's Marble? Know-it-all old man. Oh, there are people from the troop here. Marble. Zelbear is a ruthless man if he'll stoop to even brainwashing citizens to get what he wants. Luckily, the effects don't seem to have reached the cathedral, but that may not last. We'll need to be careful. Now, I'm not sure if there's anything in the cemetery. I might as well take a quick look. Ooh. Be quick as we can. There was some stuff where Lapis seems to be reacting to stuff related to Grimwood, but maybe I'm just mistaking that. Oh, let's keep on going, I guess.
綺麗でとってもいいところだわ。ここは洗脳の影響も少ないみたい。様子を見ていってもいいかもね。楽勝ね。レンの番ね。
I probably shouldn't be speeding through that. Let's Emerald Eye one of them.
こうなってるのね。さあ、お楽しみの時間よ。それそれ。
Can't remember if we had Ren as a party member in the previous game. I think she was part of the supporting cast.
It's Nemesis Party! おそらくそれごきげんよ。
It's like a lot of her stuff has like instant kill effects.
楽勝なんだから。耐えられるかしら。これで終わりよ。チャンスね。やりいいわよ。
Definitely instant killing a lot of stuff very quickly. Let's be fast.
私の番ね。見せてもらう。
Dong?
全部お見通しよ。
行くぞ。
I can't believe it's just called Dong.
俺の番だ。ターゲット。
Oh, that reminds me. What's her order? Last time minus 70%. How's it different from this? Oh, it also accelerates, so everyone gets their turn right away. Okay. That may be useful at times. I wonder. Well, I guess what she actually should be doing is just casting spells, honestly.
ドライブ開始。どうしようかな。
よし。ターゲッ
If only I had more evasion stuff for him. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But it's cool. Luckily, if I don't hit anything, it doesn't actually trigger the effect. Actually, I'm thinking there's something that I can miss around here. You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna follow the path. There should be a fishing spot I can get to eventually. But it might be on the second screen.
気をついたぞ。
ドライブ
Yeah, let's just get ready to blow them up. Emerald Eye, one of them.
見せてもらうわ。全部お見通しよ。アクシ。
Got the damage on that.
よーし。これがローゼンベルク人形。 アークス起動。見せてもらうわ。全部お見通しよ。アークス駆動。
よし。ターゲット。
Oh, this is gonna blow them up. 24k damage? Sure.
完全勝利
Nice.
まあこん
Well, I think that's every monster in this area. Oh, never mind.
それ楽勝なんだから
Two different enemies. Okay.
刻む
Try to be fast then.
ターゲッ
I need to be kind of careful not to just murder them, huh?
覚悟はここだよいいわよ
I'm scared of attacking this thing and killing it. Death blow 40%, huh? Let's do a basic attack.
よーし見せてもらうわこうなってるのね
ターゲッ
よーし
And now Emerald Eye on these things.
見せてもらうわこうなってるのねいたどうしようかなはあいいわよ
ト俺の番だ崩したぞ評価する
やったねいつでもいけるわ
Well, that looks nice. What do you got for me?
宝箱か
Who can push your shawl? People 7, huh? And some defense, I guess, if you care about that. You know, no one in this party has any revive magic. I guess Nadia technically has the revive spell, that's about it. That's a bit scary. Let's well give her this. True Composure Shawl. Do I give her the extra defense? I don't know if that's worth it. The speed is nice though. Let's do this.
落ち着くわね
It'll be nice to have Nadia with a bit more defense if she needs to heal people up. Also I wanted to check. Do I even have any Telos spells? Yeah, I'm gonna limit it in quartz, I guess. We have to craft one. Oops. Pressing the wrong buttons for that? Oh, there's fish all the way up there. Oh, are you kidding me? It's this sound effect again. What is this I'm sensing? Tired. Rosenberg studio isn't too far off from here. And Leo, are you sure there's nothing wrong? You're acting awfully preoccupied. I'm feeling something really weird in my pocket. I'm terrified right now. Okay. So, I'm actually not sure how to even activate this thing. Give me a second, let's save. Can I eat this or something? Oh. I was like, why can't I'm confused. But they brought up the thing, but didn't actually do anything with it. Give me a second. Oh, okay. I think I didn't understand it. I guess we have to play the other routes before we go any further. Okay, let's swap over then.